could do here, I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure some of that out. But if you've already done it, great. But if not, we're going to show you a lot of wonderful ideas, and she's going to give us a lot of tips on where to put things. The first thing we're going to talk about is one of those new flowers that I was telling you about. This is a 4-piece ultimate rainbow cornflower collection that's $28.42. 4 easy payments for the first time of $7.11. Your item number is M61338. You told me before the show started, I love gardening, I love flowers, I love plants, but I love these cornflowers.
Yeah.
Why?
I was so happy we were starting the show with this because I love coneflowers. Take a look at these flowers. They are a quintessential, almost a daisy-like flower where you may have seen them in gardens before. They are really a very classic flower for your garden, but these rainbow coneflowers are unusual because this is one plant that you see here. So one plant blooms in these rainbow of colors. You've got these bright pinks, these yellows, and these oranges all on one plant. And that's really unusual for it to be such a bold blooming blooming flower, because we've grown these coneflowers in our garden before, but just one color. And so now you get to choose this 4-piece collection, and you get so much color.
Now, where do I want to plant these, and how do I come? Like, give me some ideas.
Yeah, so these are great. These are great pollinator plants.
Okay.
The birds, the bees, the butterflies love these plants. And so if you do have an area where you want to attract butterflies to your garden, these would be great. If you're doing a pollinator garden like me, I'm expanding my pollinator garden every year. These would be great. But they do get to be about 18 inches to 24 inches tall. So you're thinking of these maybe mixed in the border. They also work great in containers. Okay. So these work great in containers. They're a great container plant. If you don't have a place to grow your garden, you can still attract butterflies to your garden if you don't have a big space. So these work great there. They do like full sun. So if you're thinking about where do I put these, you need to have a sunny spot. We have some great shade plants coming up in the show. These are a sun lover, and they can tolerate really almost any kind of soil conditions. So, rocky soil or dry, like a clay soil. These plants are so easy to grow, and that's why they're one of my favorites. Because when people ask me, Katie, where do I start? I get people telling me all the time that they have a black thumb and ask me for advice. I love coneflowers, particularly these rainbow ones, because they'll get so much color.
Awesome. Will you call us if you love Cottage Farms and have Cottage Farm plants and flowers, or maybe fruit in your fruit plants in your garden? Our testimonial line is open. It's 1-800-600-1556, or you can actually go to QVC.com, go to my Facebook page, Nancy Hornback QVC, or QVC2 Facebook page, and ask questions or share comments, because we're streaming live. Show me how they come.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, we're seeing the pictures there.
Yeah,
of the flowers.
so you've got some great pictures here of the colors. And so you can also see the seed pod heads on those there, which is a really interesting texture in your winter garden. You don't have to cut them back, so they'll stay that tall, spiky plant in your winter garden, so which is really neat. So yeah, as you said, so here's how they come, and you'll get 4 of these. Some of them will have buds or flowers, not all of them, but don't worry, this is your first season of growth. So they will have flowers, they will be this tall in your first season. So even if your ship sample at home doesn't have flowers on it, don't worry. It will still bloom. These are proliferous bloomers. They are just going to continue to bloom all summer long.
These are happy flowers.
They're happy flowers. And some people even use them. I mean, I love annuals in my garden. Annuals and perennials have different places. But you could use these as a replacement for annuals because they do bloom so long in your garden.
When did you say they start blooming, and when, what's the season?
Yeah, late spring to all the way to frost.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome.
And they make great cut flowers if you want to bring them indoors. They almost have that wildflower prairie look. So if you have Shasta daisies, these work great with those. So they really do. They're a very versatile plant in the garden. But the rainbow coneflower is really special because of all that color that it provides for you.
How about fertilizing these?
Yes, they love fertilizer. Fertilizer will help these plants. They're a very easy plant to grow. But what the fertilizer, we have this great bud and flower booster from Cottage Farms.
Which is customer top rated, and we've sold over 275,000 of those.
Woo, woo. It comes in these little pods, and you can just put them inside your watering can or your hose sprayer, 1 per 1 gallon of water. It will help the colors just be more robust and bright and bold, help the plant be healthier. Good fertilizer is like a good food for our body. So all plants, all flowers could use a little boost from fertilizer.
Martha Stewart said to me one time, she said, because I said I'm not feeding I forget what it was. Wasn't feeding my little plant, and my orchid. That's what she says. And she said, "Would you not feed your children?" And I said, "Oh, sorry." So I'm feeding my orchid. All right. So also, if you forget anything about this, when you get your plants home, you're going to get a growing guide that looks like this, and it will tell you how everything that Katie's been talking about, give you all the directions. I highly recommend saving these. Just put them in a file folder in your office. Just put plants or flowers or whatever, so you'll keep these directions year after year, so also you know where they are planted, in case you're like me, who I just go, I don't know, I planted here, I don't know. So, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm going to get better because I have a yard now.
And the great thing about that too is all that information is found online, in case you lose that like me, or you can always call Cottage Farms. The customer service team is here to help you, so you can always call them and ask any questions that you have.
And you can also reach out to Kate, because she's on Instagram and she's on Facebook.
Yes.
M461338. That's wrong. M61338 is your item number. These are new. Did you tell me earlier these award winners?
They are award winners. Yep. So these are stunners. These are garden performers that will continue to perform, provide these bright, bold colors in your garden. So you see the pinks, you see the yellows. There's also that bright red, and there's an orange. These are going to be bold, bright colors in your garden, which, you know, it's almost like a billboard for the hummingbirds and the butterflies. That's why they love these bright, bold colors. And we've talked about the seed pods. The birds love these as well. And when creating, look at how they're planted there in mass. I love that so much. I love that look.
I pulled the lavender.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I smell this lavender. We're going to talk about this dwarf lavender coming up, but I mean, you can see how beautiful. You're going to mix and match plants throughout. We have some daylilies still to come. We have 4 o'clocks. I don't even know what those are. So you're going to have to tell me when we get there, but you look for them. Look at how pretty that is. So these mixing of colors are so beautiful.
And textures.
I'll move my thing back. I was asked if I could decorate.
Yeah, and those are both pollinator-friendly plants, and so that's the great thing about, we have a lot of plants here that are going to attract those butterflies to your garden and be fragrant, like that lavender is super fragrant. So what we're trying to do here is offer a full collection for your garden. As Nancy said, we're planning.
Yay, M61338, these are new. It's the 4-piece ultimate rainbow coneflowers. First time on an easy pay of $7.11 with your major credit card. Okay, so still to come in the show, we'll take a look at the Hawaiian Smoothie Sun Patience set.